Hi y'all, Dan here. Thanks for joining me.
I'm wondering if you'd go wandering with me through the wilderness and woods to where the winds are blowing free, through the darkness of the night, heading toward the morning light. I wonder if you'd wander with me.
Well, good morning. It's a great Thursday morning, April the 8th, and I got up early this morning. Got up about 4:30, struck camp, got on the trail, been walking a couple of hours, and the sun is starting to come out now. But there's something about walking early mornings before the sun comes up and hearing all of life start to wake up again. Birds start to sing. You hear little critters scampering through the woods. No traces of bears yet, but I'm still looking for that. It's a great day. It's threat of rain, and so I'm got my raincoat on, but it is windy, and so this is feeling pretty good to break from the wind. But it's perfect hiking weather, mid 40s. Yesterday's forecast called for 40% chance of rain by 9 o'clock, so I was wanting to get ahead of that a little bit. I checked this morning and that's dropped down to about 10% chance today. So maybe I'll get to going. Not really sure where I'm going to end up, but when I get there I'll be sure to let you know. For now, it's just nice to be out by myself, a little bit of solitude, and it's also nice to stop for a bit before I tackle the next up. And then so I'm gonna have a little bit of breakfast, and then we've got a couple of climbs, and then we got Siler Bald to get to, and I know I'll get to Siler Bald, or I plan to get to Siler Bald.
Spread the word, and you beat the drum. We'll round up the troops and get the gang to come, and we'll leave the streets and these neighborhoods, head over the river and through the woods.
Well, hey y'all, I've been hiking for about 2.5 hours, got about 3.5 miles in. These roots want to just jump up and grab you by the ankles. I nearly twisted my ankles several times, both feet, but so far I haven't. Just come close. Going on up, you can tell it's windy. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, it's windy and cool, about 45 probably right now. But it's blue skies, it's no rain. Hey, that's a blessing. And I am about 2 miles from Siler Bald. When I get there, I'll bring you and let you see the views from Siler Bald. Probably 4.5 miles from Mount Collins Shelter. Had thought about staying there tonight, but really not sure, because the next stop is Clingman's Dome, and then I go over Clingman's, and there's the shelter on the other side. I could do that probably, and then contact Rick to have him pick me up tomorrow. All these things play into decisions out here of what you're going to do and how far you want to go. So when I get something interesting to see, I'll bring you back and show you. Probably for sure would be Siler Bald. All right, let me just show you a panorama of where I'm at right now. Get you a shot just before I get to Siler's Bald Shelter. The rain has started, but it's still so beautiful. You can tell why they call them the Smokey Mountains, can't you? All right, well, I gotta get tucked into the shelter for a little bit see if I can dry out, and then I'll keep on going up toward the next one. So when I get to the top of Siler's Bald, I'll bring you back and share with you whatever view is there. All right, right now I got to negotiate these rocks, go down this hill, and then climb the next one. Well, good morning. You caught me eating breakfast again. I'm sitting on top of Siler's Bald. Last night I camped at Siler's Bald shelter. So I'm combining these two videos from Thursday and Friday into one because yesterday was just such a short day. I was doing well, took off early and got to the Siler's Bald shelter, and just about a quarter mile before I arrived, it started, the temperature dropped probably 10 degrees. It was probably dropped from a mid-50s to the mid-40s, and then it started freezing rain, and it was raining hard and the wind was blowing. So I tucked into the shelter thinking I would sort of wait it out. Well, there was no waiting it out until it was close to 5 o'clock, and by that time I could have pushed on to another mile and a half and gotten to the next shelter. But meeting my brother at Clingman's Dome, which is 4.5 miles from here, 4.5 miles, 3 miles, you know, in that, I just didn't see the point of getting out. So I just stayed at the Siler's Bald shelter last night, and it was packed. Half a dozen tents, probably, I don't know, 10 folks in the shelter itself. Yeah, still in a bubble. Not sure I'm going to get out of it anytime soon, but that's okay. I'm sitting here on top of Siler's Bald, hoping to be able to show you a view, but it is just all fog. And even in the fog, it's pretty. So I'll give you a show of it, but then I'll get back to my breakfast and head on down. I've got the big climb today is Clingman's Dome. Clingman's Dome is the highest point on the Appalachian Trail. And so I'll be getting into it probably in about an hour and be climbing for quite a while. So, all right. Thanks for coming with me. Let's start a new day. Walking down the back of Siler's Bald, and all these trees, and then the mist that's around them. It's just very pretty. See that? Starting to just fog in. I was trying to get, as it's moving in, you can see the clouds just rolling through. Well, I'm ready to start the ascent onto Clingman's Dome. Okay, I stopped for a short break here after the first rise. There's a series of rises, and I'll probably take a break on each one of them to get up to the dome. But this place is so different than what we've seen before. You can tell we're getting into elevation, a lot more spruce. But then I just want to show, looks like just a place in Ireland or something. I mean, it's with all the moss, and you'd expect to see gnomes or leprechauns popping out from behind some of these fallen down trees. Let me just show you. There's the trail that I came from. There's the short down before I get into another up where I'm going. Still climbing up Clingman's dome. One more mile to go. So I'm at mile marker 199. Elevation is 6133. And here's the view that you get from up here. Very pretty. Very pretty. What's your name again?
My name's Kevin.
Kevin? Great to meet you,
Pleasure
Kevin.
to meet you.
Great to meet you.
And the YouTube channel is Journey of a Lost Man.
I love that.
You can find my website, kevinhayre, HAYRE.com.
Okay.
And then, yeah, find the rest there.
And so you're recording, you're videoing?
Recording, videoing, just bringing my trip to everybody. I want people to be on this journey with me.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't just for me. This is for everybody. This is to get people back to that well-being area of telling stories, having that comfort of meeting a stranger, no fear. Like, that's one of my big things is there's a Latin saying, sin mitu, and I live by that. No fear, without fear.
I love it. Great.
That's my story. So I'm just traveling around the world and driving everywhere, living out the back of my truck right now, and just meeting as many people as I can and getting as many stories as I can. Hopefully going to be a writer or
that'd be great.
Or something. So.
That's awesome. It's so good to meet you.
It's been a pleasure to meet you.
And
talk to you, Monk.
Yeah.
I will sign out now.
Okay. Me too.
There we go.
God bless you. Well, I made it up to Observation Tower of Clingman's Dome. And out of all the times I've been here, I have not seen it with a view. So I want to show you what I got. It's amazing. Highest point on the Appalachian Trail.
I'm wondering if you'd come wandering my way. If you ever get lost or if the trail leads you astray, the music of the pack can always bring you back. I wonder, can we wander away? And I'll spread the word and you beat the drum. We'll round up the troops and get the gang to come, and we'll leave the street